indeed a pleasure to be able to host this event and this final point that the program for what it is the brainchild of Ricky Martin and it has grown from every single round of applause to Mr. Martin for doing this event. I think outside of a couple of other meetings on the calendar, this one is definitely one of the most popular, the most watched, and the most enjoyed events in the Jamaican Track calendar. So I'd like to welcome those at the head table. I'm not only the people who use the track, we use it after as well. Thank you so much. So, quickly to my left is Ricky Martin. Again, as I said, the founder, the man behind the scenes, the man with the plan for the corporate championship. But what I said, championship are not developed because this year is off the plan of any championship that happens on the one. Next to him is a man that I hold in high regard. He was actually my principal while I was at Boyz. He's the reason why when you see me at Fountain that with a nice suit. Because every day for 204 days of the year, he's in a suit. And it's a day where you're down to the principal of the department. Next to him, I'd like to welcome Mr. Ian Forbes. He's the first vice president of the J3A. Mr. Forbes also wears nice suits. Don't you agree? My wife said to me, whenever she sees Mr. Forbes, she was looking forward to seeing him at the beautiful community. She didn't have a chance to see Mr. Forbes, so he wore a picture. Next to him, another gentleman who has played a significant role in my career. People may not know that, but understand that he is the reason why I like to work overseas. Mr. Bruce James, the president of the MVP Track Club, and also the man behind what we see in other tracks with world-class athletics. He's been a staple in track and field across the day on the track and in the college group that is guiding me there as well. So I'd like to take my round of applause. And with that, our sponsors always say next day at the front. So I think that's the biggest voice. What we'd like to talk about our sponsors for the present, mention of the sports to the Prince Kennedy, and the medical sport of the Prince Kennedy Sports Association, all of the focus sponsors. So I'd like to also take the time with these guys, yes, these guys need and for what I have over the corporate credibility, these guys need and be there. Coaches, distinguished guests, and sponsors. I believe after this, we have the page report of the presentation. Yes, we do all about that. We also have DPP. We This is this also, somebody that is not here, but we also
Sir?
Islam. Because somebody in Islam, and this is not also one neighbor from my yesterday, probably beautiful. We also want to the University of West Indies. They actually see the need for it, and they are actually do lending us experience. But everybody realize it's not the case. It's sort of the case for shelter. You lend for the discuss. Well, they also kind of able to and give us the first second results. First second results. He's not here, but I want to say a special thanks to TRD Month. He gave us a massive discount in things. Cheers, and many other things. And we also have a surprise at the end. The introduction of 100 meters, last one, and it finished the 4.5% of TRD Month. Without these two people, I tell you that one factor, I tell you what to do. Without these two people,
Yes. If it year, every in between the middle, yeah, that would be perfect. So I'm going to get to
it's a two-way time. We start. It's a two-way. As well as the excitement at the end of the afternoon. We're very excited. Welcome to the class 4, class 1. This is the session of the week where all of the stuff 40 years, especially the Boyz side, at least 5 to 8 years after the public. And for the rest of Jamaica, then they want to see where they are. So, we come on Friday, on Friday, February 2024, we lost a father, Hubert Harris. Covered there of the family was the last time it was world last. I repeat, February 2024, covered there of the family was the last time we were world, and this was not fast forward to this year, on Monday, we have to direct us people. Our other court chamber, this is following the process, was a month of many of the people. I can see here, myself, many other members. We lost her. They won't challenge them. So it's 2 days, 1 year apart. And then I would like all my years. But these 4 people, they have gone above and beyond. You were large, you specifically were at start with this even when it's free, when we have to we need life property on the other things. People are surprisingly last year when we had a massive earthquake, we were sitting just on a small table, each of us there, something like the earthquake happened. And we held on to each other. And the vibration was shaking that way. If I was ready for us, then we have more. You will not ready for the So, thank you. Well, for now, for these 2 stars, we have to give her a applause. In memory of the late artists, we are partnership as the chapter. We have decided to keep his legacy alive and his name forever. In case a lot of people don't know, we would like to support the creator. He used a lot. We need to come up. Very respect. Okay, boy. I just dedicate this song, please. If you give a little more than and if you try, it's more than a break. If you're the kind who takes the time to help a stranger in the rain, is a place for people like you. If you find love for those down and lend the voice to those who cannot speak, if you shine light to light, give sight to the ones who must be, is a place for people like you. And when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when the things that I'm reading through this place, but then for people like you. If you walk down with your mom, thank you. These 2 people who went down especially about myself and this organization. These people did so much. They gave everything. And they were so this year, the complete proposal, we're adding class 4 boys into the service. So now that's good news for the boys. So But this year, in keeping the legacy on, and we are giving the 8 winners, class 4, class 1, boys and girls, the Hubert Lawrence Burning Smith Trophy. Second place and third place will get medals, but we have 15%. This year, of all years, maybe the most authentic team competitor has been champion. And both my side and the girls' side. The boys will be competing for the injuries last year for the Dave Michael Trophy. This is somewhere. Unfortunately, Dr. Carlin, who will be trophy for the champion girls team, she couldn't make it. I just want to let all the schools know we will enforce the strong rules and regulations that all of these rules require. Ladies and gentlemen, athletes, we are prepared for open for group 2 days of track. We are prepared for fierce competition, friendly competition. And we just want to give thanks for everything. Thank all the sponsors. All right. Thank you so much, Ricky. And as you mentioned, the sponsors are integral part of this event. But 2 names he mentioned, Rivers, Lawrence, and Value, he said it, and he spared no words that they are absolutely integral in the growth of this event and the growth of so many others as well. At this time, I would like to invite the sponsors for their remarks. So in order, let's talk after each finish. Grace, SDF, DGU, Spurts, and Ispert. So if you're standing there, if you're here, you can just have available. If not, as we should say, moving on to the next one. SPF. So in the meantime, DGU. Not the DGU, it's Maya. Good evening, everyone. So my name is here. During doing introduction after the social security, I wonder if everybody can guess what happened to social security. Anybody? Because I work with her now. So I'm like this because after years of being trained to call this the corporate area development needs, just so happened that I have a people is that the corporate area high school championship. I really want to start that. It's definitely the whole choir and I've been doing over the years of stage, 12 years now, or maybe 12 years. That's why I said that it has been a privilege being a part of a piece of that journey and being whatever small part I could have during that period, I'm going to do the same as well. Alright. So in competitive sport, physical activity, or playing in a single sport, given our young Jamaican athletes, they're able to go further as they take part in this stage of a corporate area high school championship that has sponsorship of $1 million. Now, throughout the year, Mario will continue its investment in several other sport development programs and needs, as we firmly believe that these activities will reinforce discipline and teach us that hard work yields success. We will also be in schools with our Energy Zone program, which aims to teach and educate primary as well as all teenage students on the importance of physical activities while communicating the nutritional benefits of life and the importance of breakfast. Now we wish to extend our gratitude to the Antwerp Sports Management team for the opportunity to take part in this event, which showcases the wealth of talent that our country has to offer. To the competitors, we wish you a safe and successful competition, and we'll be looking forward for all the motivators on the court. All the best. Of course, no problem. I want to say I wish the best for all the athletes. First of all, really
My name is Irving White, the assistant marketing and communications officer at the Sport Credit Union, and it is indeed a pleasure to be here representing my organization. Ricky, we are all mission, what we do is to really make a positive impact on the school community, right? And it aligns with the mission of this, it aligns very well with what we stand for. Not just in terms of the physical development, but provide opportunities for our youth as well, builds morale. So we're excited to be here. March 7th, the 8th, we are really excited, and we got all my colleagues who are sports and community enthusiasts. We're excited to come on board. Thank you.
So I also represent the Grammy Sport. It's the US rehab. And we have done just a workshop with central my clients in 50 partners. And we really want to prestige here. We want a special when it came to the championship and holiday normally pays it from $7,700. So we are here, and we will provide you rehydration on the day for all your athletes in the village, on the field, right like that. I see skip, cover, yeah, definitely. First, says, what are your thoughts? What are speaks for you? All right, thanks so much for our sponsors. Before we move into the other remarks, I just want to take time to just remind you of last year's results. Kingston College supported the Boyz by 461 points, like Celsius. They now defeated was 36 to 3 Why this is even better? I think this year the girls' competition will be even tougher. I say that because I saw a very interesting result. Not really result. I saw the girls go back to a final at the Houston Competitions. Hospitality was missing. To my disappointment, I saw a lot of mistake for that final, and I'm sure that they plan to take this championship all the way to the end. So the number 4 by 14 is not similar. So it's great to see the watching team here as well, and I know that they will look forward to the game taking step from except they won it 8 times, I think it's time for it. All right, so we move into additional remarks. I now invite First Vice President Mr. Ian Forbes to introduce. Pastor Sermon is brilliant stuff. And to caution other sponsors, athletes, coaches, managers, media, coaches, managers, media, other distinguished players and gentlemen, speakers. As a contract, also playing the political market. This is not a job. We started long and hard in bringing this event where it is. 12, it's over 12 years, so this is the 12th stage. So, it's indeed a pleasure for the year representing the district at this high school corporate area championships. So, we have a several, I implore everyone to come out and support this tremendous event. Over the years, we've seen the consistent rise of dominance in athletics. We've been punching way more. That is just too quick. Pieces of statistics. One, in Paris, another person said that he wanted to talk. Yes, we had some sport and we could have should have thought better. Even, let me not say even, garnering 6 medals. He looked at the medal 12 million. Jamaica ranked number 1 in the world. Something like 2.3 medals. I'm not remembering one second, but very distant second. We look at it, medals per square kilometer. Jamaica, again, ranked. They ranked number 1 in the world at 4.4 plus medals. So, we've been punching way above it. We have seen our athletes raising the bar, our coaches raising the bar. Of course, the organizers need to do some more. We have seen some skills, particularly earlier in the season. And we're another hat now as chairman of the JH's competitions commissioner. This the high school competitive championships will be getting ranking points from where that is. Results will be published on the World Athletics
it could not have escaped Mr. Martin and his team. They ensured that that was put in place. So we need to follow the cue of our athletes, our coaches. The bar has been raised, and corporate area championships has evolved into a top-class league and one of the marquee events on the local track and field calendar. So again, let us give them a big round of applause. Come March 7 and 8, I'm pretty certain the competition will be fierce. And this meet is really very welcome on the calendar. For years, we had a serious one. We had Eastern champs, Central champs, Western champs. And now we have the corporate area championships, which has come to fill that void. And GFA says thank you. Thank you. We owe you a debt of gratitude to ensure that that void has been filled and things will continue moving from strength to strength. So in closing, I'd just like to say again, congratulations to Martin and team. Thank you to all the sponsors who helped to keep the sport at the forefront and in the public's eye. Without you, it could not be done. So I implore you all to continue supporting as we continue to contribute to the growth and development of our beloved sport in Jamaica land we love. So I implore everyone to come out on March 7 and 8, support your team, and of course on the day, may the best team win. Thank you.
All right, so he could not be with us this evening, but President Mr. Keith Wellington, it's the age of technology and social media, so he sent his speech via WhatsApp. So we'll play that for you. And with social media technology, we usually run into difficulties. So until it gets sorted out, I just want to run a little statistic by you. So, as I spoke about the Corporate Beer Championship, Rick had mentioned it, the Class 4 boys. Oh,
For the continent.
there it is. So, can we just restart it? Sorry, Class 4 boys.
Good evening, everyone. Let me wish everyone good evening and apologize for my absence in person. I want to use this opportunity to commend the organizers of the Corporate Era Championship for their continued effort to support the development of track and field, and in particular, youth track and field in Jamaica. I know that it is always a challenge to find all the resources required to make your meet a success. But as the youngest regional meet, you have done exceptionally well to develop and grow the product. I'm sure that the value of the corporate era champs cannot be understated. I am expecting that there will be significant performances during the championship, and certainly it will be a clear indicator as to some of the high points that are to be expected at Champs 2025. I look forward to attending the championship. I look forward to seeing the outstanding performances that are likely to be on show, and wish for the championship all the very best, and again commend the organizers for the effort that they continue to give. I would also like to assure you that you continue to have the support of the Intersectional School Sports Association, and we will continue to do as much as we can to ensure that the championships remains a success.
All right, thank you, Mr. President. All right, so we'll continue the program. So back to my point about Class 3 boys, and Mr. Wellington made a very important point. This is the youngest championship, regional or area championship in Jamaica. But being the youngest doesn't mean that it's not one of the best. if not the best. And so to the class 4 boys who get a chance to compete at this meet, I think, again, something I wish I got a chance to in class 4. I didn't run as champion till class 2. I didn't make it to the final, either way. So. But nonetheless, the experience is grand. This experience at class 4 is invaluable. And I say this meet has been special because at Champs last year, on the girls' side, I saw 3 highly competitive corporate career schools. One was excellence at the matter. Because these ladies now understand what it is to compete at championship environment. So the corporate career development championship meet now has provided that kind of platform because I watched the meet from start to finish. It was one of the most exciting because the atmosphere at the Ashland Stadium is second to none. It's electric, athletes are engaged, the fans are engaged, and I hope for that to continue. So as we move through the program, we're supposed to have an honorary presentation to Mr. Ricardo Chambers, but I'm pretty sure he's stopping traffic coming from downtown. So I'll move to our guest speaker. And I mentioned it earlier, but I didn't speak up all the hats that he wears. He's an analyst, he's a founder. And my favorite thing about Bruce is he's a motivational speaker. Yeah, people look at him like Bruce. Bruce is a motivational speaker. One of my favorite speeches from Bruce was done 14 years ago. You know when I speech Bruce? TED Talk, building a better Jamaican athlete. And to see where we are now, the successes that Jamaica has had, he has played a significant role in that success. So I'd like you to put your hands together and welcome the president of the NBC, Mr. Bruce. You seem kind of surprised that I remember that speech.
Master of Ceremonies, thank you very much. I have to greet you as doing install with Miriam. I have to admit though, Dave, that apparently you were not my headmaster when I was available, which explains why I'm dressed so shabbily. Had I known, Matthew, I would come and join you at the end of the table. You're the one, wasn't it? So that's a long time over there. You don't wear a jacket, you don't get to sit with me straight in the jacket. So forgive me about that, but next time I check the dress code, Ricky, I'll come dressed appropriate. Hold on, we have evidence that I own at least one suit. I have at least one suit at a time. I don't have it now, but at least in that picture was taken. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Dave, Ricky, where's Dwight? Dwight, so I'm surprised you reacted to Dwight. I haven't known myself, and it's really assault for years. A lot of people see Ricky out front. And let me share with you, and somebody has done business with him for years. Ricky is the one who comes and asks, but Salt is the one who pays at the end of the day. I won't tell you who I prefer. But there's a very clear distinction in my mind, carrying who I like. I like the person who pays. So, but Dwight Salt and Ricky Martin are amazing. There's a gentleman who has had an impact, and you'll hear more about that when I give my speech. I also think it's very important to declare the Ian Court, and I actually communicated with the council yesterday evening, that whatever you might hear from me today, Ian, my respect for you is very big, very large. I have a lot of respect for Ian Court, and I think I said that to you yesterday, not knowing that I'd be sitting or standing here about to say what I'm about to say. Ian Court, I have a lot of respect for you. I also think I should let schools know, based on my kind of checking, normally the schools that attain launches do very well at championships. I can bring John to that with this fellow. I see the immaculate girls there, and it's not the coaches, Kappa, it's not the coaches. It's the athletes. What am I? You're the principals? Hold on, I didn't even know he was up with one. I didn't even know he was at that school, no. But let me get into the meat of the matter. It is a pleasure to be here, and I'm going to share a couple of definitions with you and make a few points. And I'm speaking from my heart. This is something that means a lot to me. Ricky, I don't know when people say, well, Ricky asked me to do this. I didn't know Ricky asked anybody. Ricky told me I had to do it. So I kind of came around and thought it was an instruction. And I thought it was optional. I would have wait. Here are the 2 points. Innovators. Innovators are people who identify opportunities for improvement and then use their skills and knowledge to create change. They are often good decision makers and can plan and execute their ideas. You know what I'm talking about, right? Innovators. A natural resource, another definition, is any material, organism, or substance found in nature that is useful to humans. Some natural resources are essential for life, while others are used for economic gain. You're going to hear that word again. I submit to you all that track and field athletics is a natural resource in Jamaica. It is readily available across the length and breadth of our beautiful island. It has existed in a structured manner in Jamaica for over 100 years. Champs was 1910, first official champs. There were a couple of meets before that, but champs, Boyz champs was 1910, the first one. Our natural resource has been exported all around the world and has had an uplifting impact on Jamaicans far and near. Participation in this natural resource as an athlete has the potential for economic empowerment. Let's go with this one now. What is economic empowerment? And again, I said participation in this natural resource as an athlete has the potential for economic empowerment. Economic empowerment is the ability to make and control financial decisions and to benefit from economic opportunities. It can also refer to the process of providing economic opportunities to people who otherwise may not have had access to such economic activities. How have Jamaican athletes been able to benefit from the economic empowerment afforded them by this natural resource of track and field athletics? As early as sports days, and I have to ask every one of the athletes, the student athletes here today, as early as sports days at primary and prep schools, athletes are provided with an opportunity to access education at the top secondary schools in Jamaica. Do I need to tell you the importance of education and its connection, its direct connection to economic empowerment? I think not, it's pretty clear. After high school, student athletes have the opportunity to earn scholarships to universities and colleges in Jamaica or internationally. The best of these athletes, and again, that's the educational opportunity there. The best of these athletes can go on to represent Jamaica on the global stage and earn enough to lift their families, themselves, and sometimes even their communities to improve economic status. Is this economic empowerment limited to the athletes? And this is really the core of my speech this evening. Is the economic empowerment limited to athletes? Fortunately, a benefit of this natural resource is the ability for others to also develop their skills and also be economically empowered. To whom do I refer? I mean, who else could benefit economically? Dwayne, I'm expecting all the coaches in here to know. Why? Coaches, of course coaches. Coaches should. Should Jamaican coaches also access economic empowerment from track and field athletics? Thank you. What about Jamaican managers or Jamaican agents in the sport of track and field athletics? Can we include sports medicine doctors, physios, physiotherapists, massage therapists? Should they also be economically empowered? What about meeting organizers? What about meeting organizers? Yes, the persons who risk capital to put on meets that allow athletes to perform and thereby find this path to economic empowerment. It is at each track meet. How about timing and results services companies that purchase equipment and hire staff and provide data via software to deliver world-class athletic experiences. What about officials? I've seen a couple of officials. What about officials who work at these meets? Do they deserve an opportunity at economic empowerment? I wish Ricardo was here so you could hear me when I say Donald. The announcers, the streaming companies, the TV stations that broadcast the meets, should they be economically empowered based on track and field athletics? Should the sponsors, and Matthew, I plan to mention Grace because it's a Grace plan. So, but it applies to all the sponsors, what I'm about to say. Should sponsors and companies which support this natural Jamaican resource also benefit economically? Should Grace Kennedy earn money when they spend hundreds of millions of dollars at boys and girls camps over numerous years? Or should those millions of dollars be considered a donation to charity? Should ISA, the NP isn't here, but I suspect, depending on how this goes, other people might hear about it, other people might. Should ISA benefit economically from annually hosting, well, I have to be careful now, Ricky, because Ricky said, Africa area champs is the best. So let me take a little privilege here. Should ISA benefit economically from hosting annually the best high school track and field meet in the world? Thank you, Ricky. But should ISA benefit economically? I submit they should. What about the clubs? You see, I wear a lot of that, so I'm cover myself, right? What about the clubs that set up infrastructure for post-high school and post-collegiate athletes that have a training environment in which to develop their skills and achieve economic empowerment for the athletes? Do the athletics clubs have the right to economic empowerment as well? What about the stadium that provide the facilities for competition? Be it Ashland Stadium, National Stadium, the stadium at the GC Foster College. Should they benefit economically? I declare that all persons, entities, and groups who are contributing to the growth and development of the sport of track and field in athletics in Jamaica have a legitimate right to the economic empowerment afforded by the sport. Therefore, I wish to congratulate the athletic management team of Ricky Martin and Dwight Salt for being innovators in Jamaican athletics, creating something new, taking risks, providing additional opportunities for corporate area schools and athletes and all other stakeholders in Jamaican athletics to pursue economic empowerment. At the same time, we all should be very wary of anyone or any group who seeks to denigrate meet organizers. One person agrees. Let me say it again in case you didn't hear. At the same time, we all should be very wary of anyone or any group who seeks to denigrate meet organizers. The meet organizers who hold the very keys to open the doors to economic empowerment through track and field athletics. What do I mean by this? The athletes, the coaches, the doctors, the physios, the officials, the sponsors, the spectators, the media, the stadium are all relying on meet organizers to put on the meets and bring together the resources that allow the athletes to demonstrate their athletic prowess. No one has received a scholarship to college based on the times they ran in training. Talk to the coaches. No one has received a scholarship to college based on times they ran in training, or how high they jumped in practice, or how far they threw outside of competition. No, it is what the athletes achieve at the meets, be they development meets, regional championships like this one, school championships, professional meets, or beyond. So when I hear people who are vested in the responsibility of developing the sport in Jamaica referring to, and again I'm talking about a quote here, talking about the population of meat organizers. To some, few meat organizers in Jamaica as genuine and honest. Few meat organizers in Jamaica as genuine and honest. Did you hear this? It's on this. It's still on my. So if only a few meat organizers in Jamaica are genuine and honest, how would that person describe the other many numerous meat organizers? Is it dishonest? I don't know. Because if a few are honest, when these same persons then suggest that the local